We all know starting a business is tough, but you know what can be even tougher? Finding the right people to help you get it off the ground, to handle all that complicated legal stuff. Today, we're doing a deep dive into one of those companies, FilingFox, and we're going to do it using only the information that's out there for anyone to find. Let's see what the public data really tells us.
Think about it. You need help with all the official filings, making sure you're compliant. It's a lot. And when you look online, there's just this endless sea of options. So how do you really know who to trust? How can you tell who's the real deal? Well, that's exactly the question we're tackling today.
So here's the plan. We're going to put on our detective hats and piece this puzzle together from 3 totally different angles. First, we'll check the official government records. Then, we're going to dig into a third-party security audit of their website. And finally, the most important part, we'll listen to the voice of the people who've actually used them, their customers.
Okay, first things first. Before we get into anything else, we have to ask the most basic question. Is FilingFox even a real, legitimate company? Let's go straight to the source and check the official corporate record.
And here we have it. This is the official filing from the UK's Companies House. And right away, we can see a few crucial details. Status is active, it's a private limited company, and the nature of the business is exactly what we'd expect. So this isn't just some fancy website, it's a properly registered legal entity. This is our foundation, and it tells us FilingFox is playing by the book.
So, check 1. The paperwork is all in order. FilingFox is a legitimate company. That's a fantastic start, a really solid foundation to build on. But now, let's see how they measure up in the digital world.
You know that feeling, right? You land on a website and something just feels a little off. It's an instant red flag. So the next big question is the FilingFox website not just working, but is it actually safe and secure to use? Let's find out.
80 out of 100. Just take a look at that number. That's the trust score that the security firm Grid & Soft gave to FilingFox.com. Now, in the world of online security, a score of 80 is really, really good. But what does that number actually mean? Well, let's break down what goes into it.
A few things contribute to this score, but a huge factor is the domain age. 5.5 years old. I mean, in internet time, that's practically an eternity. It shows they're not some fly-by-night operation, they're established. Plus, they're using Cloudflare for both their registration and hosting, and if you know anything about web security, you know Cloudflare as a top-tier player. It all adds up to a very strong, trustworthy digital presence.
And here's the bottom line, straight from the experts themselves. They concluded that the website appears to be very safe to use. That is a massive stamp of approval from a technical perspective. So we've got a legal company and a secure website. But what about the actual service? What are the human beings who've used it saying?
Look, at the end of the day, all the official records and security scores in the world don't mean a thing if the actual customer service is a nightmare. The real proof is always in the experience people have. So what are customers really saying about FilingFox?
And wow, just look at this. The reviews on Trustpilot are glowing. 80% are perfect 5-star reviews, and the other 20% are 4-star. And get this, there are 0 negative reviews, not a single one. That kind of track record is incredible, and it tells you they're not just doing a good job, they are consistently knocking it out of the park for their clients.
As you read through the reviews, you start to see the same themes popping up again and again. People talk about how seamless it is. But what really stands out is the praise for their personalized support, specifically over WhatsApp and phone calls. And for non-US residents trying to set up a business in the States, that kind of professional guidance is an absolute game changer.
And this quote from a customer named Bilal, it just says it all, doesn't it? He points out that he couldn't get this level of one-on-one human support from the other big-name services, no matter how famous they are. That right there is what sets FilingFox apart, and it's clearly building a ton of loyalty.
Omar Bukhti's review gives us this fantastic peek behind the curtain at how their process works. It starts with a simple contact, but then they create a dedicated WhatsApp group just for you with your case manager. You get quick answers, real guidance. It's all designed to make you feel supported and build trust every step of the way. It's simple, but so effective.
All right, so we've looked at this from all sides. We've seen the official government records, we've checked out the third-party security audit, and we've listened to the customer reviews. So let's put all those puzzle pieces together and see the final picture. And this is where it all just clicks. On the left, you have the hard data, the cold, hard facts. It tells us FilingFox is a legitimate, secure, and stable company. And on the right, you have the human experience, and it tells the exact same story. When the data and the people are in perfect alignment like this, you know you found something really special. So what's the big takeaway here?
Well, when you're choosing a partner for your business, the data is crucial for sure, but don't forget to listen to the human stories. This whole investigation shows that the absolute best case scenario is when the two line up perfectly. So next time you're checking out a service, ask yourself, what does the data say? And just as important, what do the people say? The answer just might lead you to a real winner.